Alexa, stop. I've been listening to Oasis. Oh my God, they've been all over the news, haven't they, since these concerts? It's taking me back to my teenage years. Anyway, hello! How are you all doing today? Now, I'm going to be talking to you today about all of the products that I've been loving so far in 2025 because we're halfway through. We're halfway through 2025. In fact, we're over halfway through. It's July, isn't it now? So, yeah, don't know how that happened. Well, I do. I mean, I've been doing YouTube, haven't I, since February. So that's taken up quite a bit of time. And time flies when you're busy, doesn't it? So they say. Anyway, I've got in front of me here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 products that I've been loving. I've got a few that I've not enjoyed at all this year that I'll come on to a bit later and just give you a little bit of a roundup, really, of all of they're all sort of makeup, beauty related products because I know that's why a lot of you are here. And I'm just going to talk you through them. Well, to get started, the most exciting thing that's happened so far in 2025 is that I have discovered a new favourite mascara. Would you believe it? For ages and ages, my favourite mascara has been the YSL Lash Clash in waterproof. As you all know, I was always going on about it. It was my all-time favourite. Well, L'Oreal came out with this, the Panorama Mascara, didn't they, earlier in the year? This one is in the shade All Night Black. And it's amazing. It doesn't claim to be waterproof. And I always thought I needed a waterproof because I can get quite oily eyelids and they can smudge and smear and things on me. Well, it's got one of these brushes. It's just, standard typical sort of rubberized brush. Doesn't claim to be waterproof. However, it lasts all day on me. It doesn't flake, it doesn't smudge. I love what it does to my lashes. It gives me a really, really good amount of length and volume. It lifts them, it fans them out. I just absolutely love it. And it's L'Oreal as well. So it's like, half the price of my YSL or even a bit more than half the price. So I mean less than half, you know what I mean? Better than half the price. So that was a win. So that was really, really good. So I'm delighted about that one. Next, what shall I tell you? I've got a mix of drugstore and high-end products here. I think I'm going to go with one of the higher end products next because this year was the year when I discovered my favourite bronzer of all time. Now, as you know, I love a bronzer. I'm very pale. At all times of year, really, I use a bronzer just around the outer perimeter of my face and just sort of in here, and sometimes on the eyes as well as a crease colour. I think a bronzer can be really nice. And the one that I discovered this year, it didn't come out this year. I think it came out last year, but it's the Lancome. This one, it's the CE Skin Transforming Bronzer, and I have this in the colour 02 Light. And I don't know what it is. There's some magic in this bronzer. I've used it a lot, but you can see it had that sort of rose petal design on it that their new blushes have got as well. There's just something about this that is really, really flattering on the skin, and it doesn't really show up on my hand. Yeah, you just really get to see the colour there on my hand. But it's so smoothing and it's blurring and it kind of hides all my imperfections, any visible pores or anything like that. It just smooths them all out and it lasts all day. It's a lovely colour on me, this in O2. It never pulls orange and I just absolutely love putting it on. It's a dream to put on. It's just so smooth and flattering and I absolutely love it. My favourite before this was probably the NARS Laguna. I've used that for many years, but this one has definitely taken over. And the best bit, I got this for free. Because I don't know if you saw my early videos back in February, but I used to talk a lot about the Recycle Me scheme. If you shop on Cult Beauty or Look Fantastic in the UK, they did a thing where if you sent 5 empty products back, and they can be anything, any empty product that you've used up and cleaned out, doesn't have to be something you've bought from them. It could even be like the packs from face masks, the sheet masks. It can be one of those plastic packets. You just send back 5 items and they would give you £5 worth of credit to spend on their site. And so I did a lot of that at the beginning of the year, and I saved up enough credits, enough £5 sort of credit vouchers to spend them all at once, and I was able to get this for free. And unfortunately, since then, they've changed the way they do that program. I think you're only allowed to spend one £5 voucher at a time now, which is a shame. And I think you have to spend at least £25 as well to be able to have it knocked off. So I think loads of people were obviously doing it and getting loads of products for free that they just thought, we can't continue with this. So that was a shame. But you know, we can still get a fiver off here and there if we do it. So it's still worthwhile doing, I guess. Anyway, so that was my number 2 favourite product of 2025 so far. Now, moving on to my third favourite. I mean, they're not really in any particular order, are they? I guess they are really, because that mascara and the bronzer are my top 2 favourites. So I guess I am subconsciously doing this in order. Anyway, my next one is another L'Oreal product, and it's their Plump Ambition I never get that right. Hyaluron lip oils. It's these, and I've spoken about these before in my videos. They really, really remind me of the Dior lip maximizers. If you've ever used those, they're very, very similar. They smell the same, they feel the same on the lips. They're just really, really similar. They've got that lovely pointed doe foot applicator, so you can be quite precise with your application. Oh, they've got that lovely sort of Werther's Originals taste. It's slightly minty. It's tiny little bit tingly, but nothing, it's not uncomfortable. They're really, really comfortable to wear. And I think they are really, really, I mean, they're worth the money. They're L'Oreal anyway, so they are drugstore. But they come in quite a few different colours, but these two were the ones that stood out to me. I'll list everything down below so you can see all the shade names and everything. What's this? This is 601, this lighter pink, and this one is 490, this deeper colour one. But I think they're absolutely fantastic. I think L'Oreal did really, really well with those this year. Now, moving on, we've got another drugstore item here, which has really impressed me this year, and it is e.l.f. eyeshadows. And I know that these are not new. They're not new onto the market. They're just new to me because before having this YouTube channel, I never owned any e.l.f. eyeshadows, really. I just thought, I mean, the little quad palettes that they do, they're like £4. I thought, how good are they going to be, really, for £4? They're not going to be any good, are they? But for this channel, and because I wanted to try them out and give you my opinions, I did, and I bought these two. I've got Cream and Sugar, this shimmery one, and this matte one's here is called I Love You a Latte, and I absolutely love them. The quality, they're such high quality shadows for the price. I don't know how they do it. Look at these gorgeous, beautiful shades. That one's matte, and these two are shimmers. And they're soft, they're buttery. They're all the things that we would expect from high-end eyeshadows. Let me just show you this one as well. They are absolutely glorious. Look at those shimmers. And for a matte as well, for the outer corner or for a liner. The pigment, look at the pigment in that. And this whole palette is like £4. And this one here, the I Love You a Latte, they're all mattes. And they're beautiful, beautiful. So smooth as well. How shall I do this? Like this. They're not patchy. They go on beautifully. They're blendable. I've been absolutely loving them. I think they're really, really great. And for the price, you can't go wrong. I did talk about in my latest e.l.f. video, I've got this one in one of the new shades. This one's called Take Your Pink. And again, the quality is fantastic. And I compared these colours to my Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk eyeshadow quad that I have. And the quality is amazing, but for me, I'm just not keen on these colours. They're just a bit too warm toned for me. But I mean, it was £4, you know what I mean? I'm not mad about it. I also really, really love these Perfect 10 palettes. I've got 2 of them. hope you can see, is the light. Yeah, you can see my blinds, can't you? Because I'm in front of a window here. I've got this one in Nude Rose Gold, which I used in my cool toned elf video a while ago. I got a lovely look from that. Think it's beautiful. And I've got this one as well in Keep It Ethereal, and this is a dupe for the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes palette. And again, the quality of these shades is unbelievable for the price, and I think they're £10 each. Really, really good high quality eyeshadows. I was really pleasantly surprised with those. And another brand that I've discovered this year since having my YouTube channel is Sephora's own brand. So as we all know, Sephora, they stock a lot of the high-end brands, don't they? A lot of the more expensive brands. Well, they also do their own range of products, which are a lot more affordable. And I did a video on them as well a while ago. And I was impressed with most of the products, and I put them all on my face so that you could all see what they look like. And a product that I didn't have for that video because they were out of stock in my shade was the concealer. This one, the Sephora Best Skin Ever Concealer. I didn't have it for that video, and I've had it for the last month or so. I have it in the shade 08. It's amazing. It has quickly become one of my most used concealers. I absolutely love it. It's rivaling my Estee Lauder. I will say that. You know, the new Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer, which I loved. I did a video on that too. This one is rivaling it, I have to say. Again, it's just the smoothness of it. I haven't found it creases through the day either. I put it sort of here in the inner corners, and I put some down here now and a little bit here just to brighten. And it just lasts so, so well through the day. This 08 is a really good colour match for me. It just brightens in a lovely, fresh way. And I would highly recommend this. It's quite a good price point as well. I'll link it below if anybody's interested in having a look. But do recommend that. And this is my last item now from my favourites of the year so far, but it's something else from the Sephora brand, and it's their eyeliner pencils, particularly these 12-hour retractable eyeliner pencils. I've got two of them. I've got this one here in the shade, what's it called? Shimmer Espresso, lovely sort of chocolatey brown. And I've got this one in Shimmer Plum, which is a gorgeous purpley colour. They are retractable pencils, so you just twist it up like that. And they've got the smudger. Oh, I pulled it off. Real life, folks, real life, live TV. My videos are the closest you get to live TV on YouTube, by the way, because I don't edit them. They're mostly filmed in just one take with no edits. So you see the mistakes and everything, it's all still in. Some of you appreciate that. I don't know if all of you do, but there you go. This is it. This is real life. So as I was saying, they've got the smudger on the end, so you can draw your line. Look at that lovely plum. It's got a slight shimmer in it. And then you take the smudger and you can just smudge it out. Oh, that's rubbed it all off. Okay, I was a bit heavy-handed with that, but if you just want quite a light line underneath, maybe, you know, that's something you could do. But they last so well. Again, they're gel, aren't they? Retractable eyeliner. Actually, no, it doesn't say they're gel. It just says Sephora 12-hour retractable eyeliner. It doesn't say they've got gel in them. But I mean, I would have thought they would have, because they last so, so well through the day. They don't transfer. Look at that shimmer espresso. Beautiful. Sometimes I prefer a brown or a purple eyeliner to a black. In fact, I very rarely wear black eyeliner. I think it can be a bit harsh on me. So, yeah, they've been two of my favourite eyeliners to wear this year. So there you have it. That's all of my favourite products from 2025 so far, the real standouts, you know. I've had other products that I've liked, but they're the real sort of top-notch standout ones. Let's move on to some things that I haven't enjoyed very much, shall we? And the first one, again, I have talked about this before. You might have seen that video, but it's this. It's the Clinique even better clinical foundation. Now, how gorgeous is this bottle? Let's just take a minute. I mean, it's beautiful. It's lovely. It looks just like a little egg, doesn't it? It's really rounded. It's got no harsh edges, no corners. I absolutely loved the bottle. And from Clinique's description of this, it sounded like it was going to be right up my street. It's their full coverage, long lasting, long wear, good for oily skin foundation. And that is a foundation that I usually love, like Estee Lauder Double Wear, Lancome Tenti Doll. It sounded like it was in that category of foundations. So I thought I'm going to give this a go. And I like Clinique as a brand. I've had quite a few of their products over the years and I've been very happy with them. Not this though. And I was so disappointed. It's got a lovely little pump on it as well. What shade have I got this in? Alabaster? Yeah, alabaster. It made me look like I was about 105 years old. I don't know what I did wrong. I moisturized underneath. I did my skincare in the same way that I always do. It was just so thick and heavy, and it settled into all of my lines. It even gave me lines that weren't there before. um, can't really tell on my hand, can you? But yeah, it didn't look good on my skin. It didn't look flattering. It was emphasizing all of the things that I don't want a foundation to emphasize. Anywhere where I had sort of large pores around here, it would settle into them and give me that sort of white polka dot pores effect. It just wasn't good. And I came on and I spoke to you about it a while ago, and some of you gave me some really good suggestions. Some of you said mix it with a facial oil, mix it with a moisturizer, you know, just apply a very, very sheer light layer of it. And I did try all of that, but I still didn't really like it. I don't know. I think there's something about the colour as well that's slightly off for me. I don't know. So it just goes to show, always get a sample. If you're going to buy a foundation, like a fairly expensive foundation, if you can get a sample, I'd always recommend that first, because you just don't know, do you? And it's an expensive mistake if it's not right for you, isn't it? Talking about expensive mistakes, I went to Chanel. I'd been hearing good things about Chanel blushes, okay, from various people that I follow on YouTube. The Chanel, the classic little round powder blushes. So I went out and I got myself one beautiful Chanel classic packaging, and it looks like this, gorgeous sort of peachy pink colour. That's the exact shade that I love in blushes. What's it called? It's called Rose Initial is the shade, and it just hard panned after a couple of uses. I just don't get anything. And I've just put all the foundation on there. Oh no, let's try on the other end. Up here, I just don't get anything from it. You know, try as hard as I can. There's nothing coming off it. So that was really, really disappointed, because how much are these? I don't really want to think about how much these are. It smells nice. It smells like roses. So that's good. But yeah, anyway, I've tried all the tricks. I've tried the sticky tape trick. I've tried going over it with a knife to just scrape off that upper layer. And that does work for a little while. But then again, after a couple of uses, it hard pans again. So I just thought, well, that was a complete waste of money, wasn't it? And it was Chanel. So that was disappointing. Again, not new out this year. That's just new for me this year. Another product that I bought and really didn't like is by Huda Beauty as well. So again, it's on the higher end of things. It's not top end, is it? But it's not drugstore either. And it's the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Setting Spray. Now, as you'll know, if you've seen me before, I have combination skin, leaning oily. In the summer, it can be a bit oilier. So I'm always on the lookout for a really good setting spray. And I saw some people talking about this. I even saw Huda herself on a video talking about this and how it was made. Now, it's got powder in it. I don't know if you know much about Huda Beauty's line, but one of their top selling products is their Easy Bake powder. And that's meant to be really, really good for setting your makeup. And it's meant to be really good for oily skin. And I hadn't tried it, but when this came out, a setting spray with sort of particles of that powder in it, dissolved in it, it's meant to work magic on oily skin and be really good at helping your makeup to last. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna get a bottle and try it. But I really don't like it. So you do have to shake it. Listen, there's a little ball in it. So you give it a good shake. I don't like this twisty cap. I don't like this because sometimes it gets stuck. But the main thing that I don't like about this is that I do shake it, I do hold it a decent length away from my face, but it leaves like little spots, like little white spots on my face. And I think they are the little spots of powder. I think the powder has somehow congealed inside the bottle. And even when I shake it, it doesn't disperse it in the way that I think was intended. And it does leave me sometimes with little white spots, and it ruins your makeup, you know, when you've spent time putting it on. So that was really disappointing. I don't know if any of you have tried it, if you know what your experience of it has been, but I'd be really interested to know if you have tried it, if that happens to you as well. Another product which it could be in either of these categories, to be honest with you. It could be a favourite or it could be a fail, and I'll tell you why. The actual product itself is lovely, but I hate the packaging. And it's another one by Huda Beauty as well. It's one of their concealers. And the actual product inside is beautiful. It's one of the best concealers that I've ever used. It's a great colour match. It's smooth, doesn't crease. It just, you know, it highlights my skin in a really flattering way. Love it. But the packaging, it just makes such a mess. And quite quickly, I got this crack down here as well. And, you know, you can see it all gathers around the top here. And when I close it, sometimes, is it going to do it now? No, sometimes little globs, is that a word? You know, bits of it leak out here, so I have to give it a wipe down before I put it away. And because of that, it actually puts me off wanting to use it, because if I'm in a hurry and I just want to get ready, I don't want to have to be worrying about cleaning my concealer down after I've used it and maybe making a mess on my dressing table, or heaven forbid, you know, it splashing onto my clothes, which has happened as well. So love the product, hate the packaging with that one. Again, it's not new out for 2025, it's just new for me. And that's it now. So that's all of my favourite products and all of my least favourite products of the year so far. I do have an honourable mention as well, and that is e.l.f. skincare. Again, before this year, I'd never tried any e.l.f. skincare, and I've tried it and I really, really love it. This Holy Hydration line, so they do creams in this blue packaging here. It's absolutely lovely. It's such high quality, and again, for the price, I think it's a really, really good bargain. And they do a lovely balm cleanser as well, which I haven't bought that yet, but I do intend to. I've seen it in the shop and I've sort of tried it on my hand, and it looks really nice, and I've seen good reviews about that as well. So e.l.f. skincare, I think, is a really, really good one, and I will definitely be buying more of it in the future. So let me know what you think. Have you used any of these products that I've spoke about today? Do you love them? Do you hate them? Do you think they're just okay? Do let me know, because we're all different, aren't we? And something that I hate might be your all-time favourite, and vice versa, because we're all different ages, we've all got different skin types, a lot of us live in very different climates, and all of that can have an effect on how these products work on our skin. So yeah, do let me know how all of these have worked on you, and let me know what some of your standouts from the year have been as well. I'll look forward to reading about that in the comments. Well, thanks so much for your time today. Anyway, I've enjoyed going through these bits, and I will see you again in my next video. Okay, bye.